Most people move through months without realizing anything has changed. They wake up, they react, they repeat. Weeks pass, seasons pass, years pass, and one day, they wonder why they feel the same. But if you are listening to this, January was not like that for you. Something shifted, quietly, not dramatically, not publicly, internally. This month was not about motivation. It was not about productivity. It was not about becoming better overnight. It was about awareness. You began noticing things you used to ignore. How you start your mornings, how quickly you reach for distraction, how easily your focus is stolen, how often your energy leaks, how your environment shapes your behavior, how your belief rises and falls. You didn't just consume information. You started observing yourself. That is rare. Most people never do that. They live their entire lives on autopilot. You did not. You began paying attention, and attention changes everything. When you notice how you think, you can change how you act. When you notice how you react, you can choose how you respond. When you notice what drains you, you can protect yourself. January was the month you began doing that. You started seeing patterns in your habits, patterns in your emotions, patterns in your energy, patterns in your focus. You saw where you were strong. You saw where you were scattered. You saw where you were disciplined. You saw where you avoided discomfort. Not with judgment, with honesty. And honesty is the foundation of growth. Most people avoid it. You didn't. You learned that focus is not something you have. It is something you guard. You learned that belief is not something you feel. It is something you build. You learned that discipline is not about intensity. It is about structure. You learned that your environment is not neutral. It is either helping you or weakening you. You learned that distraction is not harmless. It is expensive. You learned that small decisions compound. You learned that consistency matters more than motivation. You learned that clarity creates confidence, and confidence creates momentum. These are not small lessons. They are life-shaping principles. But here is the most important thing you learned, whether you realize it yet or not. You learned that you are responsible for your inner world. No one else. Not your schedule, not your job, not your past, not your circumstances. You. That realization is uncomfortable and empowering, because once you accept responsibility, you gain control. January was not about perfection. You were distracted sometimes. You lost focus sometimes. You skipped routines sometimes. You doubted yourself sometimes. That's normal. What matters is that now you noticed. You didn't ignore it. You didn't rationalize it. You didn't pretend. You observed. And then you adjusted. That is how real discipline is built. Not through punishment, through awareness. Not through force, through alignment. Not through extremes, through consistency. You are becoming someone who notices, someone who reflects, someone who corrects, someone who rebuilds. That is an identity shift. Most people never experience it. They chase results without changing who they are. You are doing the opposite. You are changing who you are, so the results will follow. But there is a danger now, a quiet one. The danger is forgetting. Forgetting what you learned, forgetting what you felt, forgetting why you started. Most people reset every month. They treat growth like a temporary project. They get motivated, they improve, they relax, they regress, over and over. Do not do that. January was not a phase. It was a foundation. You are not done. You are beginning. February will not be about trying harder. It will be about building systems, about making discipline automatic, about making clarity normal, about making consistency easy. You are ready for that, because you did the awareness work first. You learned how you operate. Now you can design around it. You learned what distracts you. Now you can block it. You learned what strengthens you. Now you can amplify it. You learned what weakens you. Now you can remove it. That is intelligence applied to life. That is self-mastery in progress. And it happens quietly. No applause, no announcements, no validation, just daily alignment. Before you move forward, take a moment, reflect. Ask yourself, what changed this month? What did I learn about myself? What patterns did I notice? What am I protecting now? What am I building now? Write it down, anchor it, make it real, because this month mattered. Not because of what you watched, because of what you noticed, and because of what you chose to do differently. You are no longer drifting, you are directing, you are no longer reacting, you are designing, you are no longer hoping for discipline, you are building it, quietly, deliberately, relentlessly. And this is only the beginning.